The Highlights tab is a way for you to monitor student activity in real time. This is a newer feature of Hapara that's very beneficial. So what you'll notice here right now is it's saying just a minute connecting, and the student is offline. When the students are online, you will see these student panels populating with more information. Sometimes when students are actively on the computers in your class, it'll still say they're offline, and that is just a matter of they're disconnected from your Hapara course somehow. So to resolve this issue, just ask the student to do a complete shutdown of their Chromebook in front of you and restart, and it will reestablish the connection with Hapara. And when the connection is reestablished, you're going to see all of your student panes, and this browser tabs feature here will list all of the browser tabs that the student has open in their window. So you can simply look and see at a glance all of the websites that they're accessing at that moment. If you find that they're on a website that you don't want them to be on, each of these websites will have a little X next to it, and you can simply click on that X and it will close that browser window out on the student device. The Current Screens tab will show you an image of your student screens updating in real time. There's a few second delay with this. It's not updating instantaneously, and it kind of depends on the connection speed as well. But for the most part, it's very beneficial for you to just see at a glance if your students are on the website or the page that you want them to see. At any time, if you're looking at this or even the browser tabs window, there will be a little camera icon that you can click on, and that will take a picture of the page that the students have open, and it will save it to this snaps window. And snaps are beneficial just in case you need some sort of documentation that the student was on a particular page. Perhaps it's a page that they should not have been on. Just simply click on that little camera icon and make sure you've got some documentation of what the student was on. The Activity Viewer tab here will show you some class activity. So it may show you some websites that your class was most frequently on, or previously was on quite a bit, and any collaboration activity as well. When you're interested in sharing a particular website with students, you may want to use this link button in the top right corner, which is your Open Tabs menu. And you have a few pretty interesting features with this option here. And what this link button will allow you to do is open a website automatically on each of your students' devices. So you can put any website URL right here. So for example, I'm just going to put the district website, copy this link, paste it here, and I can decide if I want that link to be open on the whole class's computers, if I want it to go to select group of students that I have already color coded and labeled, if I want it to just go to a few individual students, and then I can open those tabs automatically on their devices. It's a great way to kind of remote control, take over those screens. So you may want to take this actually a step further as well. If you have students that need to be on a particular website and not navigate to other pages, they need to be locked down on that website, you can use what's called the focus button right here. And this will limit the students to only the websites that you've put in this box. And you can decide, are they allowed to browse anywhere on that site, or do you want to limit it to only that particular page that you have linked here? You can also decide the time limit. So for how long are they going to be locked down? And then do you want it to just restore the tabs that they had open previously after this time limit is up? It's a great way to, really focus their attention on something, and with a simple click of open tabs, you have full control over the things that they are seeing at that moment. It will give them a 3-second countdown just to kind of warn them, and then it will take over that screen. So that's the link sharing option. This little word bubble right here is a way to send a message to your class or to particular groups or students. So similarly to the link sharing option, instead of putting a link in here, you would simply type in a message up to 170 characters, and then you can decide, do you want this message to go to the whole class, to particular groups, or individual students? And it will show up as sort of a chat box on their screen. Just pop up in the top or the corner, and when you press send message, it will appear automatically as long as they are currently online.